Hope you guys are having a good day. So, I cannot overemphasize the use of having a good mentor in the stock market, in your financial world. And it's really not as difficult as it sounds. You don't have to spend a ton of money and hire some kind of fancy schmancy guy that focuses directly on you. My personal mentor is an amazing man by the name of Peter Leeds. You're able to connect with him by following his YouTube channel, he has a website, he has a stock pick system. He has a whole bunch of stuff going on, and you don't have to choose him. You need to choose somebody who works for you. And for me, I like him very much because I feel I can understand what he's saying. He uncomplicates a lot of things. And what happens is when you have a mentor, there's more than the obvious gain. Sure, you learn a lot from the person. Sometimes you reconfirm things you knew already from a long time. But there's more than that. Let's say you want to short trade stocks. You want to get in and out of stocks. Wouldn't it be great if you didn't have to do all the research, or if somebody taught you how to do the research, but still at the same time, they confirm for you that a certain stock is going in the right direction? Do you really want to try to catch a falling knife? Why would you want to trade a stock that is more probably going downward or in an unknowing direction than an up direction? You're going to be buying stock to trade. You want to, at the very least, know that it's a good company. So you can learn to do the research yourself, which is what a mentor teaches you, whether hands-on directly or through their different training materials. But also, they can let you know about stocks or guide you in so many different ways. But in addition to this, there's another gain that's so integral to trading. When I used to trade down on Wall Street, almost 100% of the guys were muscular. You need to be a warrior. You need to be tough. You need to be strong. And when a person needs to be emotionally strong in their brain, they just as much are usually the type that's competitive and a fighter, and they can bounce back, because sometimes you get, a little bit of a beating and you don't want to just give up. You want to keep swinging and moving forward. So when you have a mentor, even if you don't speak to them, you know you're along the same path. There are so many telltale signs. First of all, your personal gut. You have this feeling inside. When somebody's feeding you nonsense, or when you're around somebody that knows what they're talking about, like your radar. And second of all, there's just simple telltale signs. If a guy has a big following, and you could see how many people are following, how many people are liking, how many people are commenting, and there becomes like a camaraderie when people from all over the world are making comments, and sometimes they're hitting on things you're thinking, or sometimes they have eye-opening statements. But in general, with the coming of social media being so large, it's such an opportunity to have a relationship with somebody that in the past you may not be able to afford. And again, besides for teaching you and directing you and making you feeling confident, some of my best trades were not just trades that Peter found, but they were trades that I felt confident about because I have a relationship with him, if that makes any sense to you. There were things I could do that I'm not so sure I personally would have been able to do myself, because I would have doubted myself. This is too good to be true, whatever, which, by the way, is something you need to get rid of, that whole it's too good to be true thing. So yeah, there's the knowledge, and there's also the psyche, which is a massive part of trading the market. So I highly recommend Peter, but if he's not your cup of tea, which is fine, he wouldn't be offended. I'm sure I could say that on his behalf. He's a great guy. He wants everybody to succeed. He has a very famous book out there, Penny Stocks for Dummies. So some real high uppers have some big confidence in the man. But the main piece is that he dummies things down. I mean, there's a lot of knowledge and you have to study, but you could take it whatever level you want, and he's never trying to sound overly complicated, which is the number one issue with most financial teachers, I guess you could call them out there, analysts, trainers, etc., etc. He's a bag of all of it. So I'm not trying to sell him. I'm just trying to say Peter Leeds is the obvious choice for me, but everybody's different. But the key is that you shouldn't feel that you're alone. And when you have some sort of support system, even if you've never spoke to the guy, but you find yourself a YouTube channel, you find yourself a book where there's a guy that can relate to you. Maybe, you're more technical or nitty gritty than me. I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm studying all that stuff, but there are people that like to overcomplicate things. And I think that it would behoove you to find somebody for those reasons that will make you feel like you can go at this, because they'll direct you. You can trade around stocks that they're suggesting, or find different ratios, etc., that match the kind of stocks they recommend. As you've probably realized by now, I am a penny stock specialist, and I'll get into why I specifically focus on penny stocks in another video. But the main point here is that you got to get yourself somebody you can relate to, a really good mentor, so that you can succeed at this. Again, please like, subscribe, tell your friends about me, and I wish you trading success. Have a great day.